Welcome back to Clean Titans. Today we're talking about a seemingly everyday activity, laundry, but with a revolutionary twist. We have with us Charity Handley, founder of Match with Nature, a company changing the way businesses approach laundry with eco friendly detergent sheets. Charity, welcome to the show.
Hi, Ali. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. You have identified a unique opportunity to bring sustainability into high traffic laundry environments. To start, could you tell us about Match with Nature and what inspired you to create it, and a little bit about your background and how you became interested in the environment?
Yeah, absolutely. So, a match with nature came out of a necessity. I had set up my first laundromat in Sydney, and I was looking for a product to go into my vending machines to sell to my customers. I was looking for detergents. And I wanted something that was eco-friendly and sustainable, and there wasn't anything on the market that I could find that I really liked. And that coupled with the fact that at the same time I had some members of my family dealing with some pretty full-on skin allergies and conditions. So we had to be really careful about what products we were using as a family. And so I did some research and realized that a lot of detergents that are on the market are full of chemicals that aren't great for the skin and can cause all sorts of really adverse reactions. So, with those points in mind, I decided to fill the gap in the market and create the product myself that could be used in high traffic laundry areas. So that's how Match with Nature was born. As far as my experience in environmental factors, I'm just a concerned citizen of the world, really. I can see what's going on around us, and I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So that's definitely what pushed me to create this brand.
You've developed biodegradable detergent sheets. What makes these sheets a significant improvement over traditional liquid and powder detergents?
Well, traditional liquids are made up of 90% water. So they're heavy. They come in big, bulky plastic jugs that are single use and stay in the environment forever after they've been used. Powders are messy, full of harsh chemicals. And as a laundromat owner myself, they're a real nuisance in laundromat spaces and high traffic areas. So our product replaces all of those issues. We are ultra concentrated, biodegradable, and lightweight. So we definitely solve all of those problems.
Can you explain the science behind biodegradability of these sheets and their environmental impact?
Of course, our sheets are made of cellulose, which is a plant based material derived from renewable sources. So it dissolves completely in water, hot or cold, breaks down naturally. So there's no microplastics and no residue or long term waste left behind. So in each sheet, we use a surfactant, which is the active ingredient that cleans and lifts the dirt and soil and oils from fabrics. So they're typically derived from coconut oils or sugarcane, and they're fully biodegradable. They're safe for the environment and for sensitive skin because there's no harsh chemicals at all. They are dry and concentrated, so they're easy to ship, they're lightweight. And so one box of our product replaces up to 75 plastic bottles and provides up to 3,000 washes. So that's the science behind our sheets.
And how are those sheets prevented from together?
So the way that the sheets are, the coating on them means that they don't stick together. They're dry and they're like paper, so they're not sticky. You literally just take one sheet out and you put it straight into the drum with your clothes, and that's it.
Nice. You focus on high traffic laundry environments such as hotels, student accommodations, and laundromats. Why is this sector a key target for your solution?
Because there's a massive amount of laundry done in these places, and they're largely overlooked when it comes to sustainability innovation. Traditional detergent options in these spaces create constant issues, spills, overuse, There's storage challenges trying to store weeks or months worth of detergent in one space, and even wear and tear on washing machines and damage. So the impact was huge. There was a big opportunity to make a big difference with a simple change. And that's why I really focused on this area, and especially because it was in the market that I saw for myself, having a laundromat.
What specific challenges do these businesses face regarding laundry, and how do your products address them?
Well, as I've mentioned a few times already, the first major challenge that we hear over and over again is spills and detergent waste. So, especially it requires guests in there to clean up after the customers, and also the cost of actually getting rid of the detergent bottles themselves. Another challenge would be overuse. People often use way too much liquid or powder, and that can really in the machines and cause mess and damage. And another factor is the storage. Traditional detergents take up a lot of space, and our sheets definitely solve that problem. And as mentioned before, the skin sensitivity, which is really close to my heart, and with two different fragrances, we have a lavender scent and a fragrance free, so customers can have the option to choose either one and be confident that their products are not going to be causing them skin irritations or any problems like that. So Match with Nature solves all of those issues. Because our sheets are dry and pre-measured and compact, they don't leak or spill, and they're really easy to store and very easy for customers to use. So the switch can be very simple for customers.
Well, my next question was going to be about storage, spills, and waste are significant issues for these commercial businesses. So you partially already answered that. Anything else you want to add to how these detergent sheets solve these problems for commercial laundry?
Well, I can add by just saying that it's definitely it's a cleaner way to do your washing. Even if customers leave their rubbish behind after using a packet of the detergent sheets, it's very simple to get rid of. We can recycle them. We can actually even use the packaging, because it's all cardboard. We can tear it up and put in a compost. So it's definitely a much easier and cleaner solution and clean up after customers have been in high traffic areas.
Can you quantify the space saving and waste reduction benefits for businesses?
Sure. So, as far as space saving is concerned, so one of our boxes that contains 300 packets of detergent sheets is 41 centimeters by 38 centimeters by 28 centimeters and weighs around 8.5 kilos. And that provides up to 3,000 washes. So, the same capacity for bottles would be around 75 standard 2 kilo bottles. So that would
Wow.
take about it's huge. So that would take up to 5 to 6 times more space. So you're actually saving about 80% of your storage room by switching to our product. So that's a big deal for small laundries, and especially for hotel housekeeping and cupboards and vending machine refills and all of those. So it is a huge impact. And then in terms of freight, as I said, because they are so lightweight and water free, you're not paying the transport water or other bulky plastics. So you can fit far more units into a pallet. And that reduces your shipping costs by as much as 40 to 60% compared to traditional detergent formats. And on top of that, our sheets don't cause any spills or machine residue. So you're saving on cleaning and maintenance and repairs. So there's many different ways that our sheets are definitely an economic benefit for businesses and can save a lot of money.
Fewer deliveries and fewer pallets to handle.
Absolutely.
You also authored How to Set Up a Laundromat in Australia. How has your experience running laundromats influenced the development of Match with Nature?
Well, it's been huge. It's where the idea was born. So running laundromats has given me a deep understanding of real world problems operators face in high traffic laundry areas. I saw the waste every time I would walk into the laundromat at the end of the day to give it a clean and get rid of the rubbish. The bins would be overfilled with plastic bottles, and it was really upsetting to see. And then when I was cleaning in each detergent hole, there would be clogs of customers putting in too much powder, and then the powder would spill in underneath where all the Wi-Fi ports and stuff are, and it erodes away the seals. So there's so many different factors that I saw when I was setting up the laundromats, and really drove me to start this company and this product. So dealing with that and frustrated customers and the high maintenance costs, not just for the machines, but as I said, for cleaning, it's ongoing. So definitely notice a huge difference in my laundromats now with far less spills, far less waste. And it's been a real game changer. Cleaner laundromats, cleaner machines, cleaner planet.
Mhm.
It's the perfect match with nature.
Right. What are some key insights from your book that apply to sustainable laundry practices?
So something that we talk about in the book is to really have a look at your business as a whole. So swapping out your detergent sheets and offering a sustainable solution is one step. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's the first easiest step that you can make to make a huge impact. But there are other factors that you can look at as well. It's about educating your customers on the benefits of cold water washing. You don't have to wash in hot water to get clean, great results. So education, I think, is a huge one. Looking at your cleaning products, what are you using to clean in your laundromats or your high traffic laundry areas? There's another opportunity there. There's a lot of really fantastic companies out there that offer refillable, eco-friendly solutions. So that's definitely somewhere you could look. Another factor to look at is where you're getting your energy from to run your laundromats. There are a lot of opportunities nowadays to offset your not only your emissions, but to use clean energy, whether that be running your laundromats on solar power or even just paying a small premium to your electricity company to offset your carbon emissions and be carbon neutral. That's another fantastic opportunity for customers or for companies to be more sustainable in their businesses.
How does the adoption of your eco-friendly detergent sheets contribute to the broader goals of the clean energy transition?
Well, they contribute in a few key ways. So, first, we've removed water from the formula. So, we're not wasting water or energy producing and transporting heavy liquids. Secondly, our sheets work in cold water, and heating water accounts for about 90% of energy used in a typical wash cycle. So, switching to cold water saves energy instantly. And finally, by eliminating plastic and reducing freight volume, we're helping businesses cut down on their overall emissions across supply chain. So it's a small chain that supports a much bigger impact with environmental goals.
What are the indirect environmental benefits, such as reduced transportation emissions or water usage?
Yeah, so there's both of those. So because our sheets are lightweight and compact, we can fit thousands of washers into a single box or pallet. So this obviously really reduces the freight emissions and the number of trucks needed in to transport the product. Um, so we also eliminate plastic waste entirely, which reduces landfill pressure and ocean pollutions. And we don't use any harsh chemicals. Our sheets are grey water safe and septic safe. So it's a big win for the eco accommodation sites and off grid properties as well. So there's a lot of indirect environmental benefits as well as the obvious ones.
Many businesses are looking to improve their sustainability credentials.
Yeah.
How can Match with Nature help them achieve their ESG, environmental, social, and governance goals?
We align really strongly with ESG goals, particularly on the environmental front. Businesses that use our detergent reduce plastic consumption, they improve their water energy efficiency, and they reduce harmful ingredients from their cleaning routines. This is why I also really talk about looking at all of the products you're using, not just your laundry detergent, especially for cleaning. We make it easy by providing documentations like the ISO 9001 certification and MSDS and a certification in biodegradability. So it helps internal compliance and sustainability reporting. A lot of our clients find that it improves their brand perception guests and customers are increasingly caring about these choices. There was a bookings.com survey done last year where it said that 83% of customers are now looking to make eco-friendly choices when traveling, and it was something around 47% of travelers felt guilty when they didn't make sustainable choices. So by making these small changes, you can have such a huge impact. And because laundry has been overlooked so much, companies that are making these changes are really becoming leaders in their areas and in their industries. So it's a huge impact with such a small change that can be made.
What are some practical steps businesses can take to integrate sustainable laundry practices into their operations?
Well, it's starting with the easiest win, which would be to switch out your detergent. And it's a really simple change that you can to make an immediate impact. And then look to swapping to cold water cycles wherever possible. Review your machine maintenance and look at the machines that you're using. There are a lot of machines these days that are really eco-friendly that use far less water than the older machines, and fantastic technology as far as spin cycles and the way that the machines wash. So I think that an overhaul of the whole laundry setup is a really great idea. It's a practical way for a business to really look at how their company, how their laundry is affecting their energy costs and their water usage. So by looking at these small things, they can really make a huge impact on their overall operational costs and their sustainability impact.
You emphasize the importance of reducing plastic waste. What are some of the biggest challenges in shifting away from plastic in the laundry industry?
I think one of the biggest challenges is habit. I think people are used to using plastic bottles and tubs. It's what they've always used. It's everyone's grown up using those. And so there's this misconception that eco-friendly products are more expensive or less effective. They don't work as well, which isn't always true. There's a thing called greenwashing where companies that aren't probably making huge strides in green solutions are saying that they are and claiming to be eco-friendly brands. So customers are confused. It's hard for them to know what are the genuine companies doing real sustainable choices and change. So I think that that's a big challenge that makes it hard for customers to stick away from what they know. And that's why education is so important. That's why I think it's really important to speak out about the trust and the change that our brand can make. One of the things that I did when I was setting up the laundromat was I put out detergent while I was trying to set up the brand and get the right product for the vending machine for it to fit and come up with the right recipe and all of those things. I actually had some detergent sheets available for all my laundromat customers for free. And this got customers used to using them. And at first they would pick it up and they'd look at it and smell it and go, oh, but does it actually work? And by the time I brought in my detergent sheets into my vending machines, customers were so used to using them, they knew them, they trusted them, that they knew that they worked, that it was such an easy transition to make for my customers. And in fact, my vending machine sales increased by over 200% week off since implementing them into my vending machine. So I think it's just about getting used to something new, and it will happen. People will accept the change, but they just have to be willing to give it a go and be educated about the benefits.
How does Match with Nature address these challenges, and what are your further plans for further reducing plastic use?
So, well, we've eliminated plastic from our detergent and packaging wherever possible. Our sheets come in a fully recyclable box, so we don't use any plastic bottles, tubs, sachets, nothing like that. And looking ahead, we're exploring closed loop systems, so with our commercial clients. So what this means is that we could eventually look at returning packaging so we can ensure that they're recycled or reused in a controlled environment to avoid landfill altogether. And we also speak to our commercial clients about programs that they can do. Any excessive or unused stock can be donated to charities or community organisations because they're still perfectly fine and perfectly good to use. So the understanding is that commercial clients need to swap out and put a fresh packet in, which is completely fine. But if there are still sheets left in the packaging that they're taking away, that could definitely still be used. It's still perfectly fine to be used. So to definitely make sure that they are utilised as part of a community outreach program.
The hospitality industry is a significant consumer of laundry services. What role can this sector play in driving sustainable laundry practices?
Well, it's such a huge sector. So, hospitality has the volume and the influence to drive a meaningful change. So, they process thousands of loads of laundry every week, and guests notice the changes that they make. When you go and check into a hotel and you go around and you look at all the things that they've got in the bathrooms and in the showers, and it's always exciting to see what they offer. So guests notice these things. It's part of the experience of staying in a hotel or a caravan park or holiday resort. So these things are really noticed by guests. And switching to a sustainable product, hospitality businesses, they can really reduce their environmental impact, but also can really shift consumers' behavior by being the leaders in the industry and by educating their guests as well. So it's also a really good opportunity for these companies to improve their brand loyalty by showing that they genuinely care about the planet and that they're really dedicated to making change.
What are some examples of hotels or other businesses that have successfully implemented eco-friendly laundry solutions?
So in Australia, we have some large holiday park and caravan park chains. So there's the Big Four and NRMA. So we have customers in both of those chains, and so the change for the customers that we've already spoken to about this has been really positive. They've had really fantastic feedback from their customers. They love that they've got an eco-friendly solution that works. And the holiday parks themselves really love the saving aspect of the product. And they've also really noticed the reduction in the mess. So the simplicity of our product, being able to just throw the sheets directly in the drum with the clothes, no mess, pre-measured, has been a huge game changer for these caravan parks and holiday parks. We're also in laundromats in Australia as well. So the feedback there has been fantastic for us in Sydney, and I've got two laundromats. So my customers are used to using them, but other laundromats that we've spoken to have said that their customers were skeptical at first, but once they've used them and they can see how well they work, they're really happy with it and always come back for more. So it's great.
What are the economic benefits for businesses that switch to sustainable laundry solutions?
So the cost savings are real and measurable. So, for example, because our sheets are compact and lightweight, that they reduce your freight costs significantly. So, I said before, a single box of our sheets can replace up to 75 2 kilo bottles. So, when you put them side by side and you think about how much each one would cost to freight, an 8.5 kilo box or 75 2 litre bottles, the savings on shipping is huge, and storage and restocking. So businesses also see fewer maintenance issues, and cleaning costs significantly reduce. As far as I mentioned, vending machine sales, ours have significantly increased since adding these to our vending machines. And then on top of that, there's also the economical benefit of not having to try and discard the used bottles that customers leave in our bins every day. So that is a huge cost as well. So there's so many different, it's not just about swapping out one product for another. There are so many factors that are taken into account when you're looking at the economic benefits for businesses to swap over to our sheets.
How does Match with Nature help businesses achieve cost savings while being environmentally responsible?
So our sheets offer both financial and operational benefits. So each one of these packets has 10 sheets in them. So that's anywhere from 5 to 10 washes, depending on the size of the load. So there's no chance of overuse, there's no chance of waste. So these products are compact. So they, again, they save storage space up to 80% compared to traditional products, and reduce shipping, weight lowers freight costs, less machine wear and tear, fewer service calls. And so sustainability doesn't have to come at a premium. It actually can be more efficient and cost effective choice for businesses.
And cleaner machines, you said.
Absolutely. And cleaner spaces, cleaner, not just the machines, the whole area. Sometimes I walk into the laundromats and it looks like someone's just got the powder and just tipped it. I don't know what's happened, but it blows my mind how much of a mess these powders can really make.
You've taken a leap into entrepreneurship to address the sustainability challenge. What advice would you give to other aspiring entrepreneurs looking to make a positive impact?
My advice would be to have a product or a service that you really believe in. I think it's really important to show up every day and really believe in your product. There's a lot of really amazing companies doing wonderful things in the eco-friendly and sustainable space, but that also means that there's a lot of noise and a lot of competition, and so you just have to make sure that you turn up every day and have a product that you truly believe in and that will make a difference. I think if you know that and you show up every day, I think that's definitely the first step to succeeding.
What has been your biggest lesson in entrepreneurship so far?
That it's definitely not always easy, and that there are far more losses than wins. And I think you have to just keep making the effort compound. So every step that you take in the right direction is a good one, whether you feel like it is or it isn't. I would say stepping out of your comfort zone for me in particular has been a huge challenge, but it's always where the most rewarding things happen. So I would say that's been a big challenge for me, but something that's definitely been very rewarding.
Nice. What innovations do you foresee in the sustainable laundry industry in the next 5 to 10 years?
I would say that there's probably going to be more innovations when it comes to machines themselves. Machines today are far more water efficient and energy efficient than they were 5 to 10 years ago. So, with technology, I can only see it progressing even more, which is really exciting. And also, I'd like to see some more change in the detergent space. I think it's been pretty untouched for a long time, and particularly in back of house commercial spaces, I would really like to see some big changes made there. So while we're addressing the front of house and customers and how customers use detergent, I think that there's an opportunity for a huge change and impact in the back of house and how laundry gets done behind the scenes.
How is Match for Nature planning to stay at the forefront of these innovations?
Lots of research about new technologies and what's available. We've already got a few different products in line to expand our range. So it's just about having our finger on the pulse and staying up to date with technologies that's available and speaking to other leaders in this space about what's to come.
For businesses interested in adopting your sustainable laundry solution, how can they connect with Match with Nature?
You can reach out to me via our website, which is matchwithnature.com, or email me directly at support@matchwithnature.com.au. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. The handle is at Match with Nature. So you can DM me on there. Look forward to hearing from everyone about how we can help you make a small but hugely significant change to your business.
What are the next steps for businesses looking to make the switch?
Well, once a business can get in contact with us, we can definitely look at what kind of business it is, how much usage is that business is doing as far as their customer and detergent usage, and we can analyze and assess how much of an impact our company can make, and swapping over to Match with Nature can save them and how it can benefit them. So once a company reaches out to us, we'll have a chat and go from there.
Good. Any plans to go to the consumer market?
Not at this stage. We're currently speaking to some international companies and looking at growing there first. And I think there are other companies that are focused on the consumer market. I really wanted to focus on this on the commercial side because I feel like it's untouched and there is so much room for change and growth to make a hugely significant impact in the sustainability goals and in the environment.
Charity, this has been a truly enlightening conversation. You have shown us how even everyday tasks can be revolutionized for sustainability. Thank you for sharing your insights and the work of Match with Nature.
Thank you so much for having me, Ali. It's been really fun.
And to our viewers, thank you for joining us on Clean Titans. Please subscribe, follow us for more inspiring stories and insights into the world of clean energy and sustainable practices. Until next time, stay clean and green.